Okay, let's look at example 3 where we are solving. So this looks a little more complex. We just have a parentheses and then a bracket or another basically set of parentheses around that. So instead of looking at this whole thing all at once, let's just look at the inside parentheses first. And if you look at the x minus 1, they don't have any like terms. There's nothing I can do here. So I'm going to come outside. And remember, order of operations says you have to do multiplication, and this is -3 times the x minus 1. You have to do this first, so you cannot subtract 8 minus 3. Multiplication comes before subtraction. So I need to distribute this -3 through my parentheses. So I'm just going to rewrite everything else and not worry about it right now. So I'm going to have 3x minus bracket 8, and let's distribute the -3. -3 times x is -3x. -3 times -1 is a +3. And then rewrite the equals x plus 19. So when you have a problem like this, just look at it step by step. Don't look at the whole thing all at once and get overwhelmed. Okay, so again, I still need to look at the inside brackets first before I look at anything else. And I do have two like terms. Here I can combine the 8 and the +3. Remember, you always take the sign in front of the term. So this is a +8 and a +3. And 8 plus 3 is 11. So I'm going to go ahead and write 3x minus bracket. You could use a parentheses. It doesn't matter whether you use a bracket or parentheses. So 11 minus 3x equals x plus 19. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the outside of my parentheses or bracket here, and I have a -1, so I need to distribute this negative sign through my brackets. So when I do that, I get 3x minus 11 plus 3x, be careful with your signs, a negative times a negative is positive, equals x plus 19. Okay, so let's see if we have any like terms to combine. And we do. We have a 3x, again take the sign in front, so a +3x and a +3x. And 3 plus 3 is 6, so this is 6x minus 11 equals x plus 19. Okay, so now I need to combine some like terms, so I'm going to start with my variable terms. I have a 6x and an x, and I usually move the smaller variable over so I don't have to deal with the negative sign. So this is the smaller variable, the 1x, and so I want to move that over. So I'm going to subtract this 1x from both sides of the equal sign. And like I said, you could have moved this 6 over, but I just want to keep a positive variable term instead of a negative. Just makes it a little bit easier. Less room to make an error. So 6 minus 1 is 5. So 5x minus 11 equals 19. Now I want to move this term that's next to the variable term that doesn't have a variable, so the -11. So I'm going to add 11 to both sides of the equal sign. Those will cancel. And I will get 5x equals 30. And then the last step to get x by itself is divide both sides by 5, and you get x equals 6.